Congratulations, graduates. As you begin your journey into life after beer pong, allow me to begin by observing how, in several material ways, it would appear that you are just so screwed. I mean, just for starters, think of all those assemblies you sat through for the past 17 years. The guy with the laryngectomy, the Just Say No break dancers, the Appalachian storytellers, the holiday pageants with all the songs that didn't actually mention any holidays. And this may be your last assembly, like, ever, and you get me. Oh, my sincere apologies. The school had actually booked someone much more famous, Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick. But unfortunately, at the last minute, he was called to another affair. Little topical humor. Anyway, I am genuinely grateful for the honor and also a bit surprised. After all, in my day job, I'm not a critic of art, but of advertising, which thinks it's art, but is very much mistaken. My radio show might be relevant to this audience, but most of our audience isn't quite as youthful as this crowd. According to the latest ratings, the average listener to On the Media has been dead since 2002. And as for any commencement address inspiring life experience, well, you know, I've never won a wheelchair marathon, never courageously battled addiction. I've never courageously battled anything, if you don't count the Bush administration. Alas, that's a battle I've lost, and haven't we all? I did once get kidnapped at gunpoint down in the Virgin Islands, but I escaped harm by heroically running away and hiding in a closet. Yet there is one thing that perhaps does qualify me to join you on this auspicious occasion. Graduates, I am old. When I was in college at Penn State, there was one ringtone. It went ring. You know the periodic table of elements? When I studied chemistry, like 29 elements. Zinc was a rumor. And I know this really dates me, but back when I went to Penn State, the football coach was an old guy named Joe Paterno. So yeah, I've been around, and here's the thing about aging. More or less by accident, you learn things. And with your indulgence, in a moment, I'll share a couple of those things with you this afternoon. But before I do, let's just travel back 4 years, shall we? In 2004, filled with excitement and curiosity and no small amount of anxiety about what lay ahead, most of you packed up and moved away from the comfort and security of your parents' home. Now, 4 years later, a Michigan degree in hand, many of you are packing up your stuff to move right back in. Yes, as you have no doubt by now discovered, the economy is in the tank. The industries that might have employed you even 4 short years ago are in a death spiral. And there are extremely talented young people in places you can't locate on a map, delighted to do exactly what you've trained for $1.75 an hour. For many in this audience, your hopes for an art director's job or maybe a package design gig or a gallery exhibition have been temporarily dashed. For some of you, your prospects of even affording your daily double-shot soy milk latte grande hinge on standing in a green apron brewing double-shot soy milk latte grandes. So, yeah, as I was saying, you're pretty much screwed, glued, and I would guess about 35% tattooed. Unless you are Jake Long, it is brutal out there. And graduates, what I wouldn't give right now to be in your shoes or flip-flops. Seriously. Sure, many of you are anxious. Maybe you are facing an open-ended period of being gently nagged by mom and dad. Who wouldn't worry? But let me share now with you one of the kernels of wisdom that I promised you a moment or two ago. Your plans are in jeopardy? Don't sweat it. As an aged American, one thing I've learned is that planning is great for weddings and vacations and hijackings, but not much else. Life isn't a flow chart or a spreadsheet. It is a series of lightning strikes. Your first job, your life partner, your lasting friendships, your domicile, like your birth, your parentage, and your allegiances, are far more likely to be the result of chance, coincidence, the awesome randomness of the universe, than of anything that you have planned or dreamed or possibly even imagined. How exciting is that? Mind you, I'm not suggesting your future is in